Hi, this is Dean Odell with 7 Gables Real Estate and the Odell Group. Today is May 6th. It's time for another Tustin Talks. We got a lot to talk about today. So let's get started. I'm going to summarize the charts we're going to talk about today. So we're going to start with active listing inventory and how that compares year over year and historically for the last 5 years. Then we're going to talk about the homes placed on the market from January 1st to April 15th and look at that from a historical perspective and how the lower end of the market is beginning to vanish, and we want to explain that to you guys. Then we're going to look at the Orange County sales and how that lower end is vanishing by price range. Then we're going to look at the Orange County demand. We're going to look at how it compares to previous Tustin Talks and also historically. And we will look at demand by price range. And we will wrap up with expected marketing time. And then at the end, I will summarize what we're seeing going on out there for you buyers and sellers. All right, so looking at Orange County listing inventory, we really need to throw out last year because last year just is not a regular year, and we all know why, and we all know what happened, and we just want to get that behind us. As a matter of fact, got my second shot today, so I'm feeling pretty good. Anyway, right now we only have 2,274 homes. We're down 110 homes just from the last 2 weeks. We're just not getting this inventory coming to market. Even last year we had 4,625. But let's just throw out last year. Look at the 5-year average. The average now is normally 5,940 homes. So right now we only have 2,274 homes. You can see that is terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay, let's move forward. So looking at the homes placed on the market from January 1st to April 15th, this is a chart that has been put out by Steve Thomas, another good source of information for us. And if we take a look at this, you can see the vanishing lower end of the market. I mean, today there are only 647 homes in the whole county that are priced below $750,000. This is 28% of all the inventory, whereas 2 years ago, it was 37% of all the inventory. So if you look at this chart, you can see the difference in terms of the average in 2018 to 2019 versus this year. And as I said, we thrown out 2020 because that was just a crazy year, and we know why. So you could see the overall difference is only 4%, but when you look by the price range, look at the 0 to 500 and the 500 to 750. Those are down 31% and 29%. Then you start going to the 750 to a million, million to a million 5, and you can see that inventory is actually up because there's just more expensive homes on the market these days because everything's gone up in price. Hey, sorry to interrupt this program, but we want to make sure you are subscribed to Tustin Talk, so please click on the subscribe button below. And then if that doesn't work, just go to theodellgroup.com or you can go to youtube.com/Tustin Talks. Now let's get you back to the program. Now we're going to look at what has sold in that same time period, January 1st to April 15th, versus the 2018-2019 average. And what you're going to see is we're actually up 37%. So even though we're down on inventory, we're so far up on sales, it's just squeezing the market, right? But you can see the difference in the price ranges. We are down 8% in sales under 500,000. We are down 6% in sales under 750, and that's because there's just no inventory, right? Things are getting more expensive. But then look at 750 to a million and a million to a million 5, and just keep going down the chart and look at those numbers. Up 68%, up 125%, up 110%, up 155%, up 194%. I mean, that just goes to show you where we are. Sales through mid-April were up 2,545 homes from 2 years ago, which is 37% more sales. That's 990 more homes that sold above 750 when you compare with just 2 years ago through mid-April. And above 1 million, the number of sales have doubled. A final stat on this is just in 2012, 80% of the first quarter sales were below 750,000. Today that number is 17%. It's just amazing. Very, very hard. Luckily, interest rates have gone down so people can afford the higher prices. Okay, looking at Orange County demand from where we were 2 weeks ago, pretty steady, holding up just a little bit, went up just a little, 3,081 homes. Now last year, look at that green line. We all know what was going on last year, 1,172 homes. So of course we're way up from that year, but throwing out 2020, the 5-year average for the past 30 days of sales is 2,931 homes. So we're up about 5% on that average. So despite the fact that our average listing inventory over the last 5-year period was down 62% because we have 3,682 less homes to choose from now than the 5-year average. So it's crazy. We're selling 5% more, but we're down 62%. So that is just crazy stats. That's what's making this market so nutty. Breaking down the sales by price range, this is one of my favorite charts. As a matter of fact, I call this my favorite chart, but you can see the market speed. It's just pegged in every price range practically. You can see the amount of expected marketing time. Anything under $2 million is going in almost 3 weeks, right? You can look at the share of the housing inventory versus the share of demand. You can see how those are starting to even out. It's not greatly skewed like it is over 4 million when you have 13% of the inventory but only 2% of the demand. That is the only price range really where the buyer has a little bit of leverage here, where it's not a seller's market. So that said, let's look at the Orange County expected marketing time year over year. When you look at all the price ranges in general, and you will see that it is only 23 days, which actually is down 1 day from the last 2 weeks. We do expect that to shortly rise because the summer's approaching, traveling's opening up, people are gonna have graduations, weddings, all that kind of stuff. We're getting back more to a normal society, and people get very, very busy in the summer. So we expect to see that go up. You can see where it was last year in 2020 by the green line, and you can see how much we've fallen from that since we were right in the thick of everything last year at this time, right? So anyway, that's what it is, and let's give you some pointers now. Okay, so quote of the week for buyers. I know how frustrated you are. We have buyers that are tired of making offers that don't get houses. Overall, we've been very successful for our buyers, but there are some times where you have to make multiple offers on multiple properties before you're gonna get it. The best advice I can give you, because the quote of the week is, the only guarantee you have as a buyer is if you don't make an offer, you will not get the house, okay? So make the offer. Sometimes you might end up being the number 2 buyer. We've had buyers where we've had their offers accepted in backup position, and that overzealous best offer pulls out of the deal, changes their mind, realizes maybe they were overpaying for the property, right? There's all kinds of reasons, but do not give up. Make sure you're with a buyer's agent that knows what the heck they're doing in this area. I'm telling you, our team knows exactly what's going on in this area. We're selling a lot of property. I think we're somewhere around 45 to 50 sales right now year to date. We are very active in this area and we can help you out. So give us a call, buyers. Now sellers, okay, man, I'll tell you what, you guys, you should just be thanking the heavens, all right? So 30-year career of mine, never seen anything close to a market like this. My partner, over 40 years, never seen anything like this. What that tells me, this is pretty much a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you guys, okay? So, let's not get crazy and try to wait for the peak, because you know what happens. The inventory is needed right now. The buyers want it. They're willing to pay for it, and they have great interest rates. That is not going to continue forever, okay? Let's talk about it, especially if you have rental property. I mean, if you have rental property that's greatly gone up in value and you don't want to manage it anymore or anything like that, give us a call. It's a great time to unload those investments. You know that capital gains is going up. We're in the state of California. We have capital gains tax here if your properties are here. It's only going to get worse from a taxing perspective. So that's another great reason to sell your property. And I will tell you, I am selling mine. So I'm giving you advice I'm taking myself, okay? So that's it for now. And if you have any other questions, give us a call. Let us help you get these houses prepped for the market. They do need to be prepped for the market if you want to get the best money for them. So we can help you with that. We'll see you on the next Tustin Talks. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, don't forget the Odell Group is one of the top 10 teams in Orange County. We have sold thousands of homes. So draw from our experience and let us help you out. Subscribe right now and watch our videos to educate yourself whether you're a buyer, seller, or both. And then visit our website at theodellgroup.com and reach out and let's get to know each other so we can help you. All right? Thanks. Bye-bye.